that perhaps it is the newest, one of the newest countries of the world. And some people have this impression that perhaps this part of the world was created by God on 14th of August 1947. No, it is a very, very old civilization, very, very old. Rather, it is a mixture of different civilizations. And if you started, just a few words about civilizations, the Indus Valley civilization, one of the oldest civilizations of the world, 2500 BC is its time, and the same time of Mesopotamia and of Egyptian civilization. So they are of the same time period.
Excuse me. Вам надо переводить? Нет? Все хорошо? No translation is needed. You, please.
Right. You are understanding? Right. Should I speak slowly or more quickly? Or
More slow,
right.
please. Yes.
Slowly. Yes.
A little bit.
And so, but now, perhaps you know, definitely you know, that even before the Mesopotamia, even before the Indus Valley civilization, before the Egyptian civilization, and many, many thousand years before that, there was a civilization in the areas now included in Pakistan that is called as Mehergarh civilization, which is in the province of Balochistan. Balochistan is the largest, area-wise, largest province of Pakistan. 43% of the total area of Pakistan is consisted of Balochistan. You can well imagine how huge this part of Pakistan is. Mehergarh civilization is perhaps, rather it is said, that it is the oldest civilization of the world because it was 7000 BCE it started. And actually it was done by a French couple who came to Pakistan in 1974, and with the help of Department of Archaeology of Pakistan, they excavated this civilization in Balochistan, and it is 7000 years BC, which is, you see, now that civilization is a great link between different civilizations. That for the first time proved that it has linkages with your Central Asian region and also with the Egyptian civilization and Indus Valley civilization. So there were missing links which have been provided by these excavations, and there are 8 periods of this Mehergarh civilization, starting from 7000 ending on 1900 BC. This is the period, and the most important period is from there are 8 mounds, you can say 6 mounds are there, in which you find the different stages of development of that civilization. First, it was only stone age and these things, and stone apparatuses, stone weapons, and all these things. Then similarly, gradually they started using baked these bricks to form their settlements. So there are 8 types of settlements which show different periods of development of that civilization. And the 7th period of that civilization exactly corresponds with the Indus Valley civilization. That is, so that was the missing link which connects it with the other parts of it. Just I wanted to tell you that Pakistan is a very ancient civilization, land, and having very ancient civilizations. The second important civilization, you know, the word India is derived from Indus. Indus is a river which is the longest river of Pakistan, almost 2000 kilometer long river, huge river, which starts from just down the Tibet of China, from where it starts like a small riverine, and then it grows and becomes mighty Indus. It is called as mighty Indus. Then it goes up till the south. At Karachi, it falls into the Arabian Sea. So it is the longest river, and from this river, this name Indus is the name of river from where the name India was derived and Indus Valley civilization was derived. So nowadays the Pakistan of present day is a compact place, and it has a long history of civilizations. The second civilization was this Gandhara civilization, which you might have been knowing about it. So it was the site of different religions, different civilizations. Alexander the Great, when he came to India, this was the part, Gandhara, from where he passed, and it was Taxila, which is now included in Islamabad. It is just 16 kilometers from Islamabad. So it was the seat of civilization at that time. There are 8 different settlements which we have excavated in 1922. Those were excavated in those sites. We were both universities there, and 8 sites are there where you find the early human settlements. Very developed civilization you find there. You find university there of that time. You find these statues of Buddha and different tablets and everything, which is just in, it is almost included in the capital of Pakistan. So it is, so you can well imagine that the culture and civilization of Pakistan has different trends which have been derived from different religions, different cultures, different civilizations. So Pakistan is a multicultural, multilingual, plural society. It has so many different shades and trends which it has got. Similarly, now I will talk about some small thing about administrative units of Pakistan. Pakistan, there are the provinces, which first, the largest province population-wise is Punjab. Punjab covers almost more than 60% population of Pakistan. If you get together the population of all the 3 provinces, and that is half of the total population of Punjab. So it is a huge population-wise. But as I have told you, the area-wise is the largest province is Balochistan. Pakistan has great diversity, topographical diversity, geographical diversity, ethnic diversity, cultural diversity, political diversity also. I will just touch upon these subjects, and if you want to know more about them, you can ask questions. Pakistan has a large, which is called huge desert, which is called as Cholistan Desert. It has the highest peaks of the world, except excluding just this peak of Mount Everest, the highest. The second highest peak is in Pakistan. And then down, you can well imagine that the peaks less than 20,000 feet are not even named there. There are so many peaks. And the 3 mountainous regions, they meet in Pakistan. Karakoram, Hindu Kush, these 2 mountainous regions meet in the northern part of Pakistan. There is a place where they all meet, the 3 regions of peaks. Then we have a long coastal line extending from Karachi up till Gwadar. Gwadar, you know, nowadays it is becoming very famous because a huge deep sea port is being constructed there by the help of Chinese, and there is a Pakistan-China corridor. All the agreements have been signed, which will be a very, it is said that it will be a game changer because it will connect South Asia, Western Asia, Central Asia with the Europe. So it is in the extended region of Russia, that Gwadar. You can have great benefits from that. Chinese are building it because that part of China, Xinjiang and those regions, they will have the shortest possible way to the sea, shortest, nearest port they will have to extend their relations and to exchange goods and services with other parts of the world. So this is almost 1,000 kilometer coastal line from Karachi to Gwadar. And there are small ports there which have not yet been developed, but they can be developed at any point of time. Astonishingly, once I went there, and there was a just deserted place, and when we went there just to see. We found out that this was a base of the British Indian Army, and during the Second World War. And that was totally deserted place, and there was a small port, and that was called as Jivani. Jivani, Omara, and there is for your interest, there is a place where if you go and you see the sunset, you will never forget it. That is such a beautiful sunset there. And that point is called as Victoria Point. And it is told that Queen Victoria once went there and stayed there for 2 days on the sea. And that is called as Victoria Hut. That is present there. I went there and I was really astonished to see that small port and these things. So then desert, Tulistan desert, which is separate in Punjab as well as in Sindh province of Pakistan. These are two larger provinces of Pakistan. Then you know, of course, of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The old name of it was NWFP, North West Frontier Province. But recently, during the last regime of People's Party in Pakistan, People's Party of Benazir Bhutto, you might be knowing about her somewhat. Just last year, rather this year, Masha, when this book was written by Anna Savorwa, this year, this year, Benazir Bhutto, she has written a very good book.
2 года назад. 2 years ago she published this.
2015 or 2014.
Maybe, yes,
Yes.
maybe last year.
Yes, yes. I have got the copy of that excellent book. So the People's Party is...
Lahore is my dream, yes? Like
What?
this. Lahore is my dream.
That is another. That was published in 2014.
Ah.
This is published in this year in March. This is, its name is Benazir Bhutto. Because she was
Benazir
very
Bhutto.
impressed by that Prime Minister, who was, you know, slain Prime Minister, who was killed in 2007. She hails from the province of Sindh, and her father also, Zulfikar Bhutto, very famous politician of Pakistan. And these two. So now I am going slowly towards the political parties. This is the People's Party, Pakistan People's Party. It was founded in 1967, and that was the time of the regime of President Muhammad Ayub Khan. He was one of the presidents during whose period Pakistan progressed a lot. So many dams were produced, infrastructures were completed, and you will be astonished, even we cannot imagine this, that how developed Pakistan was at that time, up to 1970s, that our airline was second best airline of the world, and going to the largest number of cities and destinations up to 1969. And our corporations were doing very well, and Pakistan was thought to be so many books were written by the scholars of Harvard University, also here in Moscow, Academy of Sciences and these places. Many studies were made, and it was thought to be the role model, a model for the developing world. But after that, because of different, now it is not so developed as it used to be. But again, we are coming out of it. After the People's Party, it remained in the power for 4 times. First during Mr. Bhutto's time, then 2 times during Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, and then her husband Asif Ali Zardari, last time, up till 2008. So this used to be, I should say, because in the last election it is totally routed, and it has the government, provincial government only in her home province, Sindh. There they have the government in one province only. Otherwise, in the center they have only 35 or 36 seats out of 372 seats. So it is almost routed. Now there were local councils elections, they are going on still. And the last elections will take place on 5th of December. And 2 phases have been completed in most of the parts of Pakistan, and there they didn't make well. Except Sindh, their home province, they have won some seats, otherwise they have been routed. The second party is Pakistan Muslim League. You will be astonished to know that